That's another interesting topic. Friendship between a man and a woman. Some people believe in it, some don't. But I'll give my take. Sometimes a woman constantly talks about having male friends. She insists they're just friends and nothing more, and the man naively believes it. But then unpleasant situations can arise, where the woman ends up leaving for that very friend and starts dating him. And she tells you, see ya. Tokon, alternatively, a woman might believe in this kind of friendship her whole life. One way or another, a genuine friendship between a man and a woman is simply impossible. There can be attraction, passion, love, or hate, but definitely not a purely friendly connection. Why, you ask? Simply because we always view the opposite sex as a potential partner. That is, the people we keep as friends are those we're attracted to on some level. We enjoy the emotional feedback we get from them. But as we know, in any relationship, there's always one who leads and one who follows. It's a similar situation here. There's a more attractive partner and a less attractive one. Let's look at a specific example. When a man is interested in a woman, typically in these situations, the woman herself entertains the possibility of them becoming a couple but looks for reasons why it can't happen. The guy is fully aware of this, but he isn't attracted to the woman. At least he doesn't feel a strong pull. However, that can change in an instant, like when something bad happens in his life and she decides to comfort him. Or maybe he's just bored and wants to have a little fun. Now, when the man is the one who likes the woman, he becomes the hero of the so-called friend zone, which is exactly where she has placed him. And women are perfectly aware that these guys have a crush on them and are genuinely interested. This guy truly wants to be with her, but she keeps him at a distance. The guy hangs around, waiting for that one magical moment when she will finally appreciate his qualities and let him into her inner circle, where they will live happily ever after. And that can actually happen in a couple of situations. First, if something bad goes down in the woman's life, or when she's complaining about her boyfriend and starts to realize that this friend of hers could actually heal all that pain and suffering she's going through at the moment. The second scenario is when the guy stops being a fan of the friend zone and starts working on himself. After a while, the woman notices he's become a better version of himself and starts thinking, maybe it would be good to be with him after all. Yeah, that happens too, but in most cases, there's no way out of the friend zone. The man simply wastes his time on this friendship with the woman. He'll try to take care of her, maybe buy her gifts, all while getting nothing in return. This position is simply advantageous for the woman. And the main point is, a woman can actually have a lot of these friends. One, for example, helps her pay off a loan. Another helps her build a computer. Another can help with repairs, and so on. In other words, she can use all of them, keeping this whole entourage of admirers around her. And all these men, hiding behind the guise of friendship, are hoping that sooner or later she will start a relationship with them. The only possible scenario for a real friendship is if neither party is attracted to the other, which is very rare. Let's be honest, one of them is always in love. But let's say if there's no attraction and you have a lot of common interests, then yes, it's possible. However, as a rule, friendship between a man and a woman is an unfavorable position for someone, and most often it's the man who's in that position. Although it does happen that the woman is in the unfavorable position. For example, she falls in love with a man and says, "Let's date. I love you. Let's build a relationship." And the man says, "No, I don't really feel like it. Let's just be friends." And the man only likes having sex with her and nothing more. He doesn't see a future with her. So a woman can also be in the friend role, convinced that sooner or later, this man will start a serious relationship with her. In the end, The core argument is that true, disinterested friendship between a man and a woman is a rare illusion. The dynamic is almost always unbalanced, with one person secretly hoping for more, ultimately making it a transaction where someone, most often the man, ends up wasting their time and emotional energy.